Alright, everyone, we are back, so back, and it is time for All-Star Pro here at TEW 9, and I've ended up fast-forwarding a lot into the future, just to kind of also, number one, to kind of see what happens with the company if I don't hold any shows for a little while. And then also two, I also wanted to know. I also wanted to catch up with my WMMA 5 save because we're all the way in 2024 in that save, and we're here in 2023 now in this save. So we still got a long ways to go for me to wanting to catch up to that. A bunch of my wrestlers and workers needed contract extensions as well. Now we've got all the way up until next year to re-sign some of these people. I'm actually going to re-sign somebody right now, Houston Hanley. She's somebody I will definitely want to keep. But merchandising, we are at 80% now. Also, we are at comprehensive, so now workers actually get merchandise sales. At this level, your merchandise operation is fairly well established, and although limited in its range and using only part-time staff, run in an efficient manner. You can start to monetize your old events by selling them to DVD and video on demand. You produce worker-specific merchandise for your major stars and your stars, but are limited to selling it in your home area. At live shows, you can expect to make an average of around $3 per fan in attendance, and you can expect to make around $10 per popularity point per region each month from the mail order side of the business. Running this level of merchandising costs you $1,250 a month, and we're very close to level 6 already. And we're getting set for ASP early warning tonight. I think I'll keep Pepper Pelton. We'll just do a 1-year contract. And we'll see how I feel about him later on. I'm going to keep Melt Torment. Also, we did score a couple of graduates. I assigned those two to an exclusive handshake deal. Diane Robert is our first graduate. She graduated. They both graduated April 2023 of All Stars in the Making. Diane Roberts' skills are not great, but that's okay. Considering she has no popularity, we'll have to build her up quite a bit. She's got a relaxed personality type, so that's good. And yeah. And then we've got Sophia Curran, who currently now works for us. This girl's skills are slightly better, but still not great. No popularity. She's got a bully personality type, though, which, that's a little scary. I might end up getting rid of her if she ends up becoming a problem. But, yeah. now it's time for ASP early warning. I also am going to be signing a couple of people to a handshake with one appearance remaining, just to I don't really want to release people, at least not yet. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. They'll have one more match and then leave the promotion. Is kind of where I'm going with that. Nobody's getting the night off. We'll stay in Des Moines. Finalize broadcasters. I'm just gonna do everything and see what happens. Booking team meeting. Let's see. We got 195 creative energy. So I will do a character idea. Safe bet on Rain Man. Okay, cool. Create a finish. Safe bet on anyone. A safe bet on Mercutio Sleep. Okay. And a bit of a gamble, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Alright. Locker room incidents. Pre-show training drills. Talk backstage on Sophia Curran being influenced by Sylvia Bristow. Okay, cool. Let's inspire this time around. You have given an inspirational speech. The entire locker room is now fired up and buzzing with anticipation. I'm a little nervous for this show specifically, mainly because we went so far ahead into the future, and I'm assuming that a decent amount of these wrestlers have not been wrestling elsewhere. So I am quite nervous, but without further ado, let's book the show. Alright, and we are back. And we do have another fight style fight. Jules Knight will take on Ava Anderson. And our main event is Roger Montero versus Rain Man. We will see Ellie Mae Walton and Texas Hangman in tag team action against Loretta Boland and Oliver Cobb. We do got some debuts taking place, and we've got our graduates that will be wrestling too. Diane Robert will tag with Christy Higgins, and Sophia Curran will team with Concepcion Gomez. So there you go there. The tag team titles will be on the line when Minnesota Awesome defends against Politically Incorrect. I was trying to get the trio titles on the line as well, but Mosher is unavailable right now because he's been given time off, which I forgot about. So he shall be back soon. Then we can have the trio titles on the line once again. And let's start the show. We start things off with a pre-show bout. Also 252 people, my god. Anyway, in a decent pre-show match, Millie the Minx defeated Brett Kyle in 7 minutes and 53 by pinfall with a Minx driver. This could have been on the main show, honestly, but you can't have everyone on the shows. Commentary did well, or both people got a 40 in-ring performance. In a decent pre-show match, Jana Marine Bowen defeated Remy Honeyman in 7 minutes and 9 by pinfall with a Bowen technique. Again, pretty simple match that could have been on the main show, but it ended up on the pre-show. It was a dark match, basically. not televised. Remy Honeyman outperforms Jana Marine Bowen, which part of that was because Marie Bowen was rusty, but nonetheless, it's a win for Jana Marie Bowen. And then we see Xander West go up against Velvet Suarez. No, not Suarez. I'm sorry, Suarez. In a bout that had decent wrestling but little heat, Velvet Suarez defeats Xander West in 4 minutes and 38 by pinfall with a moonsault. Suarez outperforms Xander West. The commentary gave the match a boost. Great job there between Xander West and Velvet Suarez. Suarez's gimmick was very good. So, what a debut for Suarez. Speaking of debuts, all 4 of these women are making their debut in this tag team match. It was a terrible match, supposedly, which I was kind of expected with our 2 graduates. Christy Higgins and Diane Robert defeated Concepcion Gomez and Sofia Curran when Christy Higgins pins Sofia Curran with the Florida upswing. Christy Higgins' gimmick was great. Diane Roberts' gimmick was great. Concepcion Gomez's gimmick was adequate. And Sofia Curran's gimmick was very good. Christy Higgins and Diane Robert apparently have zero chemistry. Christy Higgins was rusty. I'm sure that'll probably end up being the case for a lot of my wrestlers. I'm sure a lot of them are going to be rusty. And what a fight between Jules Knight and Ava Anderson. In a bout that had good fighting and a decent reaction from the crowd, Jules Knight defeats Ava Anderson in 9 minutes and 36 by knockout. Wow. So Jules Knight knocks out Ava Anderson, and the referee has to stop the fight. The fights have been doing a great job so far. Maybe we continue on with the fights. Jules Knight had a 48. Ava Anderson had a 44. 51 rated fight. And then El Inferno Horde take on Juggernaut Jones and the San Diego Girls. And El Inferno Horde actually lose when Juggernaut Jones pins Queen Amazon with the pounce. A 51 rated segment. What a match. And apparently Jones's gimmick is getting stale. So I'm going to actually see if I can tweak Juggernaut Jones's gimmick. Let's take a look at that. Tweak. Alright. We move on as I backstage am cutting a promo basically mentioning how All-Star Pro, even though we haven't had many shows, we're still rising, and thank you all for being here, and let's just have a great show. So we get an 84 rated promo, so everybody loved it. In a triple threat between TJ Bailey, Joe Gilbert, and Desert Storm, I could have made this a Root Rules match, honestly, but I chose not to. Desert Storm defeats TJ Bailey and Joe Gilbert in 8 minutes and 47 when Desert Storm pins Joe Gilbert with a ground strike. Desert Storm carried the match. Both TJ Bailey and Joe Gilbert were rusty. So again, that's what I was expecting. And then the Masked Grappler backstage is talking about that 5-star championship will be around my waist. Mark my words, Mercutio Sleep, I'm coming for your belt. 51 promo. He's going off script well. And then we see a couple more debuts happen with Captain Lucha and Slade Bolin. And it was about that decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Blue Dragon, Black Diamond, and Wild Red Stallion. Blue, Black, and Red defeats Captain Lucha, Slade Bolin, and Original Sinner in 14 minutes and 53 when Black Diamond pins Slade Bolin, not Blade Solin. Captain Lucha's gimmick was great. Slade Bolin's gimmick was great. Original Sinner was really off his game. And he was also rusty. The match got a 38 though. And then Rain Man talks about his upcoming match and how he's ready to get a rock on for the rock stars, and that this concert is going to be one the fans will never forget. So his off script, he did well. Script, it was a 42. And then the 5-star tag team titles were on the line when Minnesota Awesome takes on Politically Incorrect. It was a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Minnesota Awesome defeats Politically Incorrect in 11 minutes and 34 when Perry Longstaff pins Duplicate with a double flying elbows. This was supposed to have a bunch of high spots, and Minnesota Awesome retain the 5-star tag team titles. Duplicate had a 40. Wow. So, she's improved a lot. The creative finish was a success. 54 rated match. My God. And then we see Roger Montero talk about his upcoming match and how I know that things have been different since me and Primetime Jack Pride have had our differences, and since me and him we're no longer became a tag team, but that's okay. I'm still gonna go out there and I'm gonna put on a show. Just you wait. He enjoyed going off script. Snapdragon takes on the Masked Grappler. So two luchadors taking each other on. The Masked Grappler defeats Snapdragon in 11 minutes and 34 by pinfall with a pile driver. Snapdragon's gimmick was great. The Masked Grappler had a 65, so he's still awesome. And then we saw Oliver Cobb and Loretta Boland take on the Truly Best. It was about that had great heat and decent wrestling. Oliver Cobb and Loretta Boland defeated the Truly Best in 12 minutes and 30 when Loretta Boland pins Ellie Mae Walton with a zombie cutter. Oliver Cobb was head and shoulders above everyone else, and everybody was rusty. Ellie Mae Walton has a whiplash neck strain, so that also didn't do anybody any favors. Commentary had a boost. And yeah. Roger Montero takes on Rain Man in singles action. Roger Montero gets the victory over Rain Man. Roger Montero was really off his game, too. He wins with an eagle chop. It was a 42. Both of these two are rusty. So, again, I was expecting that. And then Loretta Boland and Oliver Cobb, they end the show talking about their win and that they are ready for the 5-star tag team championships. Basically. So, great promo there for these two. And the show got a 49. So we increased our popularity in 38 regions. We probably could have had the 5-star tag team title match be the main event, honestly. And we also probably could have moved up the fight style fight up to the co-main event. But great stuff. Nonetheless, I'm going to put over Rain Man. And I'm going to put over... let's put over... Who should I put over? Let's put over Remy Honeyman. Praise for a great performance. Praise for a great performance. Rain Man seemed pleased. Honeyman seemed pleased. Ellie Mae Walton will be fine. We got $188,863 of profit with $2,268 on ticket sales. $717 on merchandise. And we do increase our popularity in the Midwest. We went from 24 to 25, 9 to 10 in the Mid-South, 3 to 4 in the Mid-Atlantic, 9 to 10 in the Great Lakes and Northwest is 9 to 10, 3 to 4 in Southwest and Tri-State. We go from 0 to 1 in Japan. We do increase our popularity in these three regions. These three areas, but no visible changes. Canada, there's nothing in Mexico, nothing in British Isles. So yeah, great stuff. And that will pretty much be it for this episode. As we head over to continuing on going further into the future, and that we just keep on keeping on, I guess. 2 more wrestlers have extended their contracts. Jana Marie Bowen is now gone following her win. Xander West is now gone following his loss. There was no pay-per-view buy rate. I wasn't expecting that. We got 13,723 viewers with 501,738 viewers overall. Ellie Mae Walton injured. Rick Sanders believes Black Diamond is a star. And we have been building her up, and she's been doing decent. So, we've got Phil Anders and Cheech Kong set to leave the company too. And yeah. sure. Glory days. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.